Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tammy.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVM TV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Start saving for your golden years with a Sagicor Lifestyle Approved Retirement Scheme. The time by Sagicor Life is
7 o'clock.
CVM News at 7 Wednesday headlines, courtesy of Heart NSDA Trust. Jamaica's human.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, more trouble at Excelsior amidst missing millions. Market fire suspected to be the work of arsonists, and alarms raised over AstraZeneca recall.
Also this evening, is there a pattern between crime and weather in Jamaica? In the business report, it calls for micro-businesses to formalize. And in sports, a legendary trainer joins 800 Club at Caymanas Park. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. I'm Stephen McHugh.
And I'm TK Dawkins. It's Wednesday, May 8, 2024. Thanks so much for joining us. A probe by separate arms of the state is underway in relation to the fatal shooting of 4 men in downtown Kingston on Wednesday morning.
Now, it is alleged the group of men met their demise after attacking police officers who were responding to explosive outbursts in the area. Here's Natalia Clarke.
By the look of this, all seems well. Just another day on the bustling streets of downtown Kingston. Except, mere hours ago, this was the scene of a deadly exchange between lawmen and alleged criminals. The police say around 1:30 Wednesday morning, officers responded to deafening sounds of what seemed to be gunshots in the Orange Street area.
Went to investigate, at which point they were fired on by a group of men. The police returned the fire and the men ran in different directions. Shortly after, a vehicle was seen coming from an open lot in the same vicinity. The men in that motor vehicle, a white IH, opened gunfire at the police, resulting in a running gun battle.
Superintendent Beresford Williams is the commanding officer for the Kingston Central Police Division. He says the chase ended when the vehicle carrying the alleged criminals crashed near the intersection of Charles and King Street.
The men alighted from the vehicle, continued firing at the police. The police returned the fire. At the end of the shooting, 3 men were found at the location. A subsequent search of the area resulted in a 4th body being found.
The men were found with 3 9mm pistols and 2 M16 rifles were found in their car. Their presence in the area is suspected to be connected to a recent murder.
We were in the space with heightened attention because of a murder that occurred last week, and we have beefed up further the presence in that space.
Is the police theorizing, or is there an indication that this, the shooting that the police walked into would have been connected to that murder, or any theories as to what was happening there prior to the arrival of the officers?
We highly suspect that it had something to do with that shooting.
Superintendent Williams confirms 1 officer was shot in the altercation and is in stable condition at the hospital. The Independent Commission of Investigation, INDECOM, and the Inspectorate Professional Standards Oversight Bureau, IPROB, is investigating. Natalia Clarke, CVM News.
Now to a story that's bound to elicit emotions locally. The island's health ministry has remained silent on the worldwide recall of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. Amid growing fears and public speculation, stakeholders are demanding answers from the government. Ramon reports.
AstraZeneca has issued a recall of its COVID-19 vaccine, months after acknowledging the potential for a rare blood clotting side effect. In February, AstraZeneca conceded in a legal document that its COVID vaccine can, in rare cases, induce an uncommon side effect associated with blood clots and low blood platelet counts. The side effect has been linked to at least 81 deaths in the UK, along with numerous serious injuries. Back in July 2021, the island's chief medical officer revealed that the government would clear manufacturers of any responsibility for side effects which may arise after taking the vaccine.
The manufacturers require for there to be some kind of indemnity process that would prevent them from being sued, essentially, if something goes wrong. And all countries that are actually using the drug would have gone through the process to have signed these indemnity agreements. And every country that is to receive will have to.
Since the recall, local health authorities have yet to issue a statement on the matter. Shadow Minister on Health, Dr. Alfred Dawes, wants answers.
It is a deafening silence to hear what is the position. What is the truthful position of the Ministry of Health now, especially when there were pronouncements about frowning on the unvaccinated, vaccine-only events and a general coercion to force people to take the vaccines.
Over 500,000 Jamaicans queued up to receive at least one dose of the vaccine as of October 23, 2021. In December of that year, the Health Ministry received 738 reports of adverse reactions linked to COVID vaccines. Among them, 497 cases were reportedly associated with AstraZeneca.
I can't say for sure whether or not it was related to one batch or it is just a general finding, but we need to know what it is that's the Ministry of Health's position on this matter.
CVM News contacted the Health Minister for comment on the matter. He said the ministry's clinicians and chief medical officer are on the case and will issue a statement soon. Until such a time, public apprehension remains palpable.
This pandemic where them come to kill we have, and a lot of people run and take it through them want them job.
We were encouraged to be vaccinated, and government encouraged us, and we were persuaded to be vaccinated, and now it's said that we have to be recalled.
Don't take it out of my daughter say, I want to give her something to take it out of her blood. Yeah.
Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
It's been over a week since CVM News unveiled allegations that over $9 million is unaccounted for from an Excelsior Community College bank account. We have since learned that the senior administrator who was placed on leave has been temporarily replaced by someone whose suitability for the job is now being questioned. Natalia Clarke follows up on this exclusive.
Excelsior Community College finds itself under intense scrutiny as the school board confirms an ongoing investigation into alleged financial irregularities. The school's chairman and principal both confirmed that a senior official responsible for managing the institution's finances has been placed on leave pending the outcome of the investigation. CVM News sources allege that over $9 million is unaccounted for and that the school seems to be on a quest to keep it on the hush. However, Chairman Lloyd Davis on Tuesday told CVM News there's simply little that can be shared at this time.
There are things we are not certain of, so we can't discuss it. The investigation is continuing. We're not at a position where we can speak to it. We are actively investigating the matter because we have to move quickly on this.
Amid mounting public interest in the unfolding financial debacle, he emphasized the urgency with which the institution is approaching the investigation to fully understand its scope and to determine the necessary next steps. But even as that festers, another controversy looms on the horizon for the 50-year-old institution. CVM News has confirmed an interim senior official was appointed, but sources say there are concerns about her qualifications to man the post. CVM News understands the acting official has been employed at the school for over 5 years. Chairman Davis said he's unable to speak on the matter, instead pointing to the Human Resource Department.
I don't know. And I can say it's not an acting position per se, as far as I understand it. I mean, somebody doing what you have to do.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but I don't run the school. I'm the chairman of the committee. That's a matter for HR.
Several attempts to reach the HR director were futile. When the calls didn't go through, we would be advised she's unavailable. The principal was also unreachable, and when the chairman was again contacted on Wednesday, he had no update. The dual controversy has sparked scrutiny and apprehension within the college community and beyond, raising questions not only about the financial management practices, but also about the appointment processes and oversight mechanisms within the institution. We will continue to track the story. Natalia Clarke, CVM News.
More to come from CVM News at 7 after the break.
At 7 Wednesday headlines, courtesy of Heart NSDA Trust, Jamaica's Human Development Agency.
I'm Barbara Kerr Thompson, founder and principal of Porter's Center for Knowledge. It was not my intention to start a school. I was merely helping my friend's son who struggled in prep school. But more parents came, and more, and so here we are. The biggest hurdle is always going to be finding the capital to build out a dream. Because I was not established to approach, I felt at the time, a bank that could help me. Sagicor Bank came into our lives after we tried 2 other banks. We were able to access a personal banker who was able to lead us in the right direction. She was able to help us to stay afloat with access to products like business credit cards and overdraft. I applaud Sagicor Bank for supporting women in business.
Are you ready?
CVM News at 7 Wednesday, courtesy of
elife.sagicorjamaica.com.
Welcome back. In this CVM News follow-up, arson has not been ruled out of the fire which left infrastructure at the Ray Ray Market in downtown Kingston in ruins. CVM News spoke with vendors who expressed grief over their losses and the police who continue to investigate this recurring issue. We hear more from Natalia Clarke.
Vendors who ply the now fire-ravaged sections of the Coronation Market in downtown Kingston, known as the Ray Ray Market, are still in dismay over what happened a day earlier. All stalls were burnt to the ground in Tuesday morning's fire. CVM News spoke with some of the vendors who lost everything in the fury of the inferno.
This thing has been keep on happening every year. Call it every year to keep on burning and burning down. We don't know who's doing it, but we'd like some help. Because every time we get burned out, nobody helping us and we need help. The other day I paid 20,000 to build my stall and just burned down like that, everything just burned out.
I lost my stall, but my stall almost valued 30,000. Yes, and when them burn you out, I will build up back. It's very stressing. You understand? Because we have to find the money for build it, because there we get our food, everything there we get it, so we have to build back.
But my stall, about 25,000. Yes, to build it up. Buy zinc, nail, pallet, and everything.
But though they've been through the ordeal multiple times, they say something is different this time around.
I feel so good. It's the quickest response we ever get all these years.
Yes. I like this. We like this.
It is good because it's the first time it's a fast response. Yeah.
Now, as the police heighten their probe into the cause of the fire, vendors and police sources suspect that this was the handiwork of arsonists. Deputy Superintendent Oral Foster from the Kingston Western Division has a primary responsibility for the Coronation Market and its environs.
Assistant Superintendent E. Adlam, along with 24 other firefighters, managed to extinguish the blaze, but the blaze was so massive that the exercise lasted for over 6 hours. Preliminary estimates of the damage done is not yet available. However, we take some comfort that there is no report of any vendor or any member of the public being injured as a result of this blaze. We are going to conduct investigations. Right? As I said, I am not of the belief that this is an accident based on the frequency at which it occurred. But we will be conducting the investigation to find the person or persons who are culpable and so that they can be treated accordingly.
Natalia Clarke, CVM News.
In other news, Fulbright scholar and PhD candidate Aubrey Stewart is sharing an unusual connection between crime and climate change in Jamaica. Stewart's research delved into patterns across all police divisions in Jamaica over the span of a decade. Ronaldo Adams has this report.
Have you heard about the term hotted or manhead hot? Well, you know what? It turns out that it's not just a saying, but there's a science behind this.
Inclement weather is often viewed as an inconvenience, but would it be less of an inconvenience if you were safer during these periods? In his latest study, Fulbright scholar and PhD candidate Aubrey Stewart examined how weather affects violent and property crimes in Jamaica. Stewart concluded that developing countries like Jamaica are particularly vulnerable to the adverse impacts of climate change.
We're seeing that eye-opening truth that a 2 degrees Celsius increase in daily temperature corresponds to a staggering 3.4% increase in total violent crimes, particularly with murder increasing by 3.4%, shootings increasing by approximately 8%, and aggravated assault by 6%.
But why?
Now, we use what was called the temperature aggression or heat hypothesis, which suggests that above normal temperature induces discomfort, particularly triggering psychological or physiological responses leading to more aggression. So, man it hot, man get more aggressive.
He also found that an increase in rainfall reduces crime.
A 2 millimeter increase in rainfall, right? It corresponds or correlates to a decrease in shootings by approximately 2%, a decrease in break-ins by 2.3%, and a decrease in larcenies by approximately 4%. Now, what could be the possible explanation for such a decrease when it rains in crime? Now, increased rainfall essentially may disrupt people's daily routine, encouraging them to stay indoors or to reduce the occurrence of break-ins or larceny.
Stewart suggested developing cooler infrastructures to lessen this phenomenon.
Most of the times, you are hardly outside. Their cities are built indoors. Majority of the homes and infrastructure housings, they have access to AC technology. Now, when we're building our cities, when we're building our homes, we have to consider the external factors such as temperature. So when we're building schools, when we're building homes, when we're building offices, whatever we're building, we have to consider these infrastructure to mitigate the increase in temperatures.
Ronaldo Adams, CVM News.
As more Jamaicans pursue owning their own businesses, the Companies Office of Jamaica has developed a platform for individuals to learn more about beneficial ownership. The website offers a training course which is accessible to all citizens at a cost. Trisha Gay Kelly has more.
an online platform that makes it easier for business owners and just about anyone to learn about beneficial ownership. That's the company's Office of Jamaica's offer to the public for a cost of $50. That's about 8,000 Jamaican dollars. Company's Office of Jamaica Anti-Money Laundering Manager Inga Hainsley-Bennett says just about anyone can use the platform.
An easy-to-use, 24/7, accessible learning tool to train, to educate, a resource available to all, from the boardroom to your home office, your classroom. Anywhere you go, you could access the information at the click of a button.
But it's more than just a platform. It's a training course. She explains there are courses to be completed, at the end of which a certificate is granted to the trainee.
It has 6 modules, and I know 6, that's a lot of information. But the good thing with the OBOT platform is that you have the ability to choose what you do when. You have an introduction which guides you through where our journey began with the FATF, why we amended the Act, and then you get down into the meat of the matter.
The move is supported by the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce. Minister Senator Aubin Hill says the island must strive for more economic growth, and this is one way to do just that.
Every day, we must strive to become known regionally and internationally as focused, performing, and very smart, innovative business people.
Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Stay with us for our business segment with Andrew Laidley after the break.
It's yummy time as we are celebrating our teachers all over Jamaica. It was all smiles for Principal Mikulski at Homewood Technical High in Manchester.
Big thanks to Yummy for the kind gestures being extended to us today.
Goshen Primary in the parish of St. Elizabeth, Principal Natalie Roper-Allen was overwhelmed with emotion.
Thank you, Yummy, for making me have a yummy Teacher's Day.
At the Clarendon College, Principal David Wilson was honored.
Congratulations. Appreciate it, sir. This is a surprise.
Happy Teacher's Day from the Mandeville Agency.
Thank you, Yummy.
Burger King with the best tasting burger under the sun. You deserve the best, you are number one. Best. Flame grilling, juicy whopper, cause you deserve it. Yeah, next level, awesome, that's how we serve it. Mama menu done your way, to taste rules every day. Flame grilled goodness, you deserve it. Great taste, well done. More flavor, fresh fun. Burger King, best tasting burger under the sun.
Good evening and welcome to the Business Report. I'm Andrew Laidley. Mayberry Jamaican Equities MJE is seeking to raise $2.2 billion through the issuance of secured corporate bonds across 3 tranches. Christopher Berry, chairman of Mayberry Group, described the bond IPO as a paradigm shift in the investment landscape. Scheduled from May 3 to June 7, 2024, the MJE bond IPO presents investors with bonds backed by ordinary shares in a diverse basket of companies traded on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. The 3 tranches offer varying coupon rates ranging from 9.25% to 10.50% per annum. Mayberry plans to list the bonds on the JSE, enhancing liquidity and investor accessibility. The proceeds from the bond IPO will refinance existing debts and fuel the expansion of MJE's investment securities portfolio. Gas prices are going down tomorrow. A liter of 87 gasoline will go for $4.50 less. 90 gasoline is down $3.06. Automotive diesel is costing $4.47 less, and $4.50 will be shaved off the price of ultra-low sulfur diesel. Of course, retailers will add their respective markups to these prices. Now, President of the Small Business Association of Jamaica, SBAJ, Michael Leckie, is appealing to micro-business operators to become formalized. He says there are significant benefits to being a part of the formal sector. Mr. Leckie was speaking on the latest episode of the Bank of Jamaica's Centrally Speaking program.
Most people just think that we can buy and sell and that's it.
Okay.
But they don't know that it has to be structured. Structured in such a way that it allows you to get other benefits. For instance, you can get grant funding. You can build your business in the micro. Those are earning 15 million and so on. They are the ones who are most informal.
Okay.
Because they are under the radar. They don't pay taxes. So in order to have a drive to say, listen, these are the benefits you have. Because people are not going to walk over into getting formalized unless they see a benefit.
Leckie disclosed that small businesses contribute about $220 billion in taxes annually.
When you look at what we contribute to the economy of Jamaica, and this is a fact that a number of persons don't understand, that when we pay taxes, small businesses, 97% of us actually comply with taxes of Jamaica.
The Bank of Jamaica BOJ intervened in the foreign exchange market for a second consecutive day. Using its Be-Fix-It Flash intervention tool, the central bank sold $30 million to authorized dealers and cambios today. Now that brings the total injection over the past 2 months to $230 million. The BOJ's repeated interventions in the foreign exchange market is an indication that the central bank believes foreign exchange availability is limited. The interventions are intended to avoid rapid and disorderly depreciation in the exchange rate. The intervention funds were restricted to end users, which are non-financial commercial client entities that are funding obligations for essential goods and services. And that's your business report. Up next is your market summary, and do stay tuned for more CVM News at 7 with TK and Stephen after the break.
Invest in Jamaica and make your money grow. Invest in Mayberry Jamaican Equities Bond, a safe and purposeful way to invest. How? We carefully invest your funds in top local companies, empowering you to profit from multiple businesses, not just one. With a minimum investment of just $20,000 and an interest rate of up to 10.5% per annum, it's more than just growth. It's profit with purpose. Discover more at www.profitwithpurposeja.com or contact your investment advisor for full details. Profit with purpose. Invest with Mayberry.
really hungry. Can we get some juicy patties?
Sure we can.